Hey everybody, ready for a cooking video? This is what we're making today. Stewed vegetables in farro. So, hopefully it's good. Okay, let's peel some garlic. The recipe calls for 1 clove, but I have so much of this, I'll probably end up using a couple of them because I like garlic. Next is the shallot. We have to peel this. Okay, so we need to do half and half with these. Okay, close enough. Now we're going to wash some of the kale. I think it's funny how everybody eats kale now, because if you look at it, it looks like the garnish when you go to the grocery store in between all of the vegetables. And now it's become primary green. There's a lot of different kinds of kale. This one is pretty crunchy. I want to take the stems out first, which is kind of tricky because it's so bunchy. You can tell that it's fresh. It sounds fresh. I think I'm just gonna kind of chop it like this. This is gonna get mixed in with the farro, so it can be kind of small. Just do one more. So this part's a little tedious, I think, but I like to cut the ends off of the beans and then cut them into smaller pieces. So I guess while I'm doing this, I've been doing Blue Apron for about 6 months now, and as you can see, the ingredients that you get are pretty nice. Lots of vegetables, and this one doesn't have any meat in it, so I'm gonna put some Italian sausage from a nice Italian place. Okay, so the beans are done. Now we can start to cut the zucchini. Oops. Try to get nice even slices. Zucchini is one of those things I never liked when I was a kid, but pretty good. Okay, let me get this cleaned up. Okay, only 5 more things to prep. We need to cut up these tomatoes to make a gremolata, whatever that is. So I just quarter these. Maybe I can just keep them as halves. They're pretty small. And I think it would take forever to cut these up again. The tomatoes I have growing in the garden are about this size, except they're a light orange, like maybe this color, a little bit lighter. And I'm not sure how big they're supposed to get or what color they're supposed to be when they're ripe. So, but there's like 40 of them on the plant, so I'm hoping that I get a lot out of that. Okay, so that's done. Now we need to zest a lemon. So let me just rinse this quick. Okay. And I really love lemons. Almost everything I cook has a lemon in it in some capacity, whether it's the zest or the juice. They're also really good to eat, just to eat. Get a little bit more. Now I need to cut the lemon so that I can juice it. It's nice having a lemon juicer because it's really hard to get the seeds out. And this thing really annihilates the lemons. I like to take the rind of the lemons and put them in the garbage disposal, and it makes the kitchen smell good. So I'm gonna save those. This is a lot of cheese. Mozzarella is really good, especially with basil and tomatoes. I suppose this is supposedly the protein for this dish. I'll cut these into like some small cubes, I think, maybe, I don't know. I've got one more ingredient to prep, that's the pepper. Okay, cut this up a little bit more. So here's everything all prepped. We have the tomatoes and parsley with lemon juice, and the beans and zucchini. and mozzarella. This is the shallots, garlic, and pepper, kale, and then this is our farro that we're going to cook with next. Okay, so our farro is almost done. You can see it's gotten quite thick, like rice. And just a few more minutes on that. We could start the kale. So that's over here. Okay. So I put some oil in the pan. It's important that the vegetables are dry when you do that, so it doesn't like splatter. Get a close-up view. It smells really good. There's garlic browning on the pan. It smells really good. And this kale's gotten extra green. Okay, let's mix it in. Now we can put some beans in. And now we're going to add the peppers, and then there's garlic and shallots in here. Alright, it's time for the zucchini. Added some pepper to this. Actually, I just remembered that I was going to put sausage in here, so let me do that now. That's going to take a little while to cook. Starting to look pretty good. Well, that's still cooking. I think we can start the plate now. Try to get the kale evenly spread out here. Lots of vegetables. These vegetables got cooked twice, so hopefully they're not too burnt. And the finishing touches, we've got all of these tomatoes here with the lemon juice and lemon zest, and these are seasoned nicely. There's a ton of these. And almost done. We've got all this mozzarella. And just to finish it off, some pepper on top. So quite the feast. Hopefully it comes out good. So here we have it. Farro and sausage and harvest of vegetables. Bon appetit.